I think it's really interesting when you realize that, hey, this is what's going on in my life. Like, boredom is just a part of it because of what's going on. But when you realize that boredom is just like a frame of mind where you're like, okay, I'm bored because I'm not getting entertained the way that I used to get entertained, it just makes you like reconstruct what you're doing. So you have a slower pace of life than you had before. So your old consciousness of your brain is like boredom. I'm bored. But then you're like, okay, I'm doing laundry and I'm talking to my peeps about what's going on with me. So in a way, I'm not really formatically bored because I'm not doing my old conditioning. So I'm bored because I'm not doing what I used to do, but there's a reason that I'm not doing that anymore because we're transitioning into a new reality. So when you start realizing that, okay, I'm bored, but then frame it as I'm not doing what I did in the past. So my brain is like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Like, but when you structure it differently and you're like, okay, so I'm not doing what I used to do, which was manual labor. I'm going to do something a little different. Like, I'm in a transition of doing something different. So my first reaction is like, I'm bored in my brain because I'm not going to work and working on what the task I used to be because it's not for me anymore because I'm transitioning into something else. And so my first reaction is, what do I do? But then I can structure it as, okay, that's an old idea that I have. So the new idea is I need to process what's going on in front of me and evaluate it because things happen the way they do, and you're like, okay, so what do I do with my time? Um, I really want to feel a certain way, and I want to act a certain way, and then I want to betray a certain way, and I want to do all these things, but I'm not where I want to be today, and that's not a bad place to be because you always have to start from somewhere. So if you look at every person that started from somewhere, they felt the same way that you do right now. So they're like, what should I do? Should I go do this? Nah, I don't like the outcome on that. Like, I'll make a bunch of money quickly, but then I'll be tired or I'll be unhappy. But then if you trust that the universe is going to push you and mold you and guide you on what you're supposed to do, and you don't really need to worry about stuff like that, then it's all going to play itself out because you'll realize, so this is what I'm going to go through. This is how I'm going to get through it. But yeah, it scares the living shit out of me because in a way I'm in the same reality, but another way I'm in a totally different reality because of what's going on around me, because of what I know. So it's what I know and what I feel is two different things. So I feel a certain way. Okay, it's valid. It's valid to feel that way, but it's not your truth. So you feel this way because of your insecurities, but if you're getting confirmation that you're going to get this job or you're going to start this business or you're going to do something great with your life, then you're like, okay, so I'm nervous, I have chills, and I'm freaked out, but let me slow down and breathe for a minute and realize that, okay, that's old programming that needs to go, and I need to just like trust that the process is going to work out and I'm going to get where I want to be because I know things that are going to happen because I've gotten confirmation. And then when you get confirmation on it, but you don't you don't see it with your naked eye, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm like freaking out, like But then you're like, okay, this is a new transition of what I'm going into, and yes, I'm freaked out and scared, but then I know I'm moving forward to what I'm supposed to do because like being scared and being freaked out and having the unknown of this is what I need to do, but I don't know how to get there and I don't really know what to do to get there, but I know that if I trust my highest self or my universe, it's going to work out. Because I know at the end of the day, every moment I get closer to my goal of what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. So if that's supposed to be speaking, if that's supposed to be a coach, if that's just going on this app and just talking about my life and journaling it, that I'm freaked out right now because of what's going on. But then I get confirmation that something's going to change in the next day or week or month. Something's going to change. And then I can start doing the things that I want to do. So when you start realizing that, okay, this is where I need to start, but I'm like freaked out. I have chills and I'm cold and I have like 50 different emotions going through me right now. But when you're at peace with that at the same time, and you're like, okay, so I'm freaked out, but I know that at the end of the day, it's all going to work out.